send them greetings.
Hey,
Yes.
Okay, I will. Congratulations, Erinah TL. And anyone watching this, please hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
So happy to finally have you here. Kindly introduce yourself to my people on Glorious Events YouTube channel.
Okay, my name is Damaris Njenga. Thank you so much, Gloria, for having me on your channel. I'm Damaris Njenga from Kenya, and I also have a YouTube channel, goes by the name Damaris Njenga, where I create travel-related content. Yeah, that's what I do, and that's who I am.
That's awesome. I've checked it before. I've seen you. You've really moved around. That's exciting and adventurous. And thank you for bringing that type of content to us, because it just helps us to know, the nice places to visit when you get time off work and you're looking for a place to go to for a vacation or something. Guys, definitely check out Damaris's YouTube channel for the best destination. Yeah.
Sure.
So I really wanted to have you on my channel because of the wedding of Erinah, Okiria. Yes, that's where I met you from. You were her bridesmaid, and I just wanted to get your experience as a Kenyan coming to Uganda for a wedding, and on top of that, you're a bridesmaid. You're like at the lead of the entourage. How was that experience for you?
Wow, I have to say it was amazing. It was beautiful. It's been a long time coming. I think I knew that I'm gonna be a bridesmaid for like close to 8 to 10 months in advance. And that really kept me excited about my Uganda trip, because it's a big deal being a bridesmaid outside your country, So, or at least it was something that I feel it's something I've gotten another opportunity to do. So I was actually very excited before it actually happened. The preparation process was not the easiest, because around the whole of this time, I have been up and about traveling, sometimes facing challenges in ways of like transferring money for things to be made and stuff like this. Sometimes even communication, like barriers. It's different if you're like together, you're able to organize things, meet up, and like they used to have like meetups that they would meet, I think, weekly, especially around the end, closer to the wedding. So things like this, I was not able to necessarily attend. Yeah, so you would be surprised to know that I actually prepared for the wedding like one day before the day.
Oh, one day before what?
Yeah.
And there's something that really stood out for me, like the moment you guys walked in, I noticed you were in white. Like,
yeah.
Like, what? Okay. Like, white is normally reserved for the bride. So how did you guys come, the three of you, to agree that, you know what, we are all going to wear white, and this is our friend here, and we're going to be there for her?
I think that was also one of my questions to the bride. And I was like, why are we wearing white, all of us? We're going to be competing with you, Then she was like, no, I want my wedding to be black and white. And because I don't have an extensive other bridesmaid, so I will appreciate. And there were no other, like the men, well, I don't know what you call them, but the men who are like the opposite of bridesmaid. Yes, the groomsmen. So because there was no that, it made it easier for us to blend in with the small kids. And because also the bride was okay with white, we ended up going with the white.
Okay. And good. You've mentioned the little ones. You had the flower girls. Yeah. Like 4?
No, they were like 6 or 7. Yeah.
Yes, there were quite a number. So how did you coordinate all that, all of you to be in sync and, measurements taken, dresses made, shoes, jewelry, all that stuff?
I have to say the easiest part about that this particular event, first one is before anything, regardless of whatever event, I think the owner of the event comes first. So in terms of clothes and outfits, I have to shout out to Namanya Warehouse, who is actually the sister to the bride. She really did an amazing job in terms of outfits because she's a talented designer, so that was a little bit easier. Then in relation to makeup, I wish I knew the name of the makeup artist who did our makeup and shout them out, but that was organized by my bridesmaid. So yeah.
Wow. That must have been like roller coaster kind of ride for you, because everything was happening a bit last minute and you had to just flow with it.
Yeah, actually, I think I arrived less than 24 hours before the wedding. And as I've told you, I had nothing, absolutely, apart from the backpacking me, and I have a whole wedding to be ready for. Yeah, so I'm glad I had support, so that made things easier. Yeah.
That was quite an experience. In your own view, as a bridesmaid, how are weddings in Uganda vis-a-vis weddings in Kenya? How did you find this Ugandan wedding, compared to a wedding you've attended or been part of in Kenya?
Kenya. There's actually no major, the biggest one that I saw with a big difference has to be the traditional one. And that's like very different compared to our culture, of course, because of different cultures. But I think for the church wedding, because whatever, like, let me say policies or laws or whatever you choose to call them, or guidelines that are used in like our church system is the same as the Uganda one. So there was not so much difference. The only big difference that I found at the receptionist in Kenya, we actually do a lot of dancing. We also do a certain small like demonstration of things of like how are you going to be spreading the bed for your husband? How are you going to be like you small like skills,
Actually, I should mention to you and to my viewers, I'm married to a Kenyan man, and my mom.
Wow.
Yeah. My motherland is that way. So my wedding was largely Kenyan, and there was a lot of dancing, a lot of dancing. All my Ugandan friends who attended were like, "Oh my God, we've never danced this much." So yeah, I just agree with you there.
Erinah's wedding, I was the one over dancing. I was even calling myself out, like, chill down, chill.
By the way, as a wedding planner, I kind of know the wedding timeline. So there's that time when they went to change from the clothes to the reception clothes, and there was blank space. We're not doing anything. People are just talking to each other, and you came out with the small girls and you started dancing.
How can you be wasting dancing time? We are here to celebrate, it's a happy thing.
It got people like distracted a bit, and you are keeping us entertained. I was like, yeah, that's the kind of bridesmaid someone needs to have. You feel that buffer for them. That was really nice of you. And
it has to be that aspect that you've talked about, changing outfits. And also being a bridesmaid. Before, as we were preparing, we had even negotiated about us, how are we going to change outfits and stuff like this. And in my country, those are things that are not necessarily considered. And even the point where the bride will have to maybe change is when they are going for like dinner at night, like if there's an after party. Yeah. So me being a bride, I want to remain in my gown the whole day.
From morning to evening. You don't want to change.
From morning to evening, no change. Then in the evening we can get something, or at least it has to consistently be white. Yeah.
Okay, so that's for you. But for us here, people really love to change. Like someone can change.
There's that excitement about changing. Yeah, and everyone is excited about the new outfit as well, which was
Yes, but it takes a lot of time. It takes time away from the wedding. So sometimes it's actually good the way you Kenyans do. You save a lot of time and you're in the moment. You're not running to change and change here and change this. So there are pros and cons to it all. It just depends on someone's preference, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just really wanted to get your perspective.
Definitely the other one has to be, you guys kneel as you serve. We don't do that thing here, So
the kneeling.
Going on yeah. It was interesting to watch.
Did they make you kneel at any one moment when you were in Uganda?
Well, there's a scenario that almost pushed me to kneel, but I don't know how to do it, So it's very different. So I just my legs can't, because maybe that's not how I am supposed to do it, We are like a group of ladies, like 5 ladies, and then this one guy arrives, like he's goes on their knees, and I'm like, what's happening? And I just don't know how to do that, Yeah, so I was just like, it's okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. So that was my
that must have been quite an experience. Was it your first time visiting Uganda, by the way?
No, this time around, no. It was my second time.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're getting used to us. So next time you come, you just kneel. You'll not be
it doesn't come that automatic. Actually, open to trying people's culture, but that got me off guard. Like it will not click automatically go on your knees,
Yes.
But if you tell me we are about to greet this person, then I'm prepared,
Exactly. It's just that it's just normal here for just do it without even thinking about it. It's tradition a bit, yeah. So the other thing is that you took the couple to Kenya for their honeymoon. And I think you started with Nairobi, then Mombasa.
Oh, yes.
How is that? How is it going? I think they're still there, actually. They're with the Mwakazes, yeah?
I'm not necessarily sure about that, because married couples and their honeymoon season, you need to give them their privacy and stuff like this. So my main goal for that trip was to make sure they arrive safely, and then whatever they do after that is their business.
You're very right, and I really to Kenya. They're of course sharing the experiences on YouTube. Erinah keeps posting and showing us where they're going. Their latest video I watched, they were in Mombasa at the beach, and they were having a blast. So I'm really happy that they're enjoying my motherland. Hopefully we shall come with twins from Kenya.
And one will be called Nairobi and the other one Mombasa,
Erinah is going to have us. Erinah is going to have us. But that's really awesome. And thanks to you for that experience of just taking them across. I saw your video where you are telling people what they need to have as they go across the border and all that. I think that is very informative. Personally, I have Russia in January, and we're actually thinking about how we are going to, cross the border, what needs to be done. And I watched your video and I got all the information.
That's amazing. Welcome to Kenya.
Yes. So now we know what we need to have to cross. So you did something amazing right there. And I want to thank the Mwakazi family for hosting Mr. and Mrs. Okiria and giving them that experience of a lifetime. That's really hospitable of them and very good. Yeah. So
It's almost illegal for me to not talk about the difference when it comes to food, because I also got to try Ugandan food in your event. It's similar to Kenya that in events you also cook your like good foods and stuff like this. But being able to try the Ugandan one was interesting and fun, and I loved it. At that point is when I would fully feel I am in Uganda and not in Kenya. You know?
nice. You love the matoke?
Yes, I did.
Did they show you how it's made with the leaves and pressed down and everything, the matoke?
Yes, they did. The first time I visited Uganda, I got to witness that. The first time I was trying things like peanut soup with matoke, stuff like this, and it was fun. Yeah, but this time I just found ready cooked food, you know.
That's really nice. How do you find the Ugandans? We are good people, very hospitable, very social. How is it?
You're friendly, and I hope that you're also friendly to individuals. I met amazing people because also at some point I necessarily wouldn't just directly communicate to the bride because she was also engaged with many things. So at times I had to figure things out myself, and I have to say it was a smooth ride. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And Kenyans, I love Kenyans also just for the fact that you guys are very straightforward. If something is not working out, someone will tell you point blank. If it's working out, like I really love that about the Kenyans, and I think that's something that kept you pushing on because you're committed to be a bridesmaid. So regardless of the challenges you are facing with communication and what, you still went through with it. Vis-a-vis, and here in Uganda, I would be like, I think you find another bridesmaid. They would step out on you. And so I really commend you for that. So thank you so much for sharing your experience at Erinah's wedding with us and giving us that perspective with Kenya and Ugandan weddings. That's what I really wanted. So thank you so much for taking that time
You're
for
welcome.
me.
Thank you for helping me relive that day again, you know.
And say hi to all my people in Kenya. Guys who are here at various events, please cross over to Damaris Njenga and check out her blogs about different destinations, support, subscribe, like, everything. Yes.
Yeah. It's been amazing chatting about the wedding. Guys, also go check out Gloria events. We actually met in this wedding as we were having an amazing celebration of one good friend of ours. Remember to subscribe to her channel, show her support. If you want your events organized, check out Gloria. I'm sure she will give you tips, tricks, and give her business as well. That's it from me.
Thank you so much. We look forward to hosting you again. Feel free to come back again to Uganda. Asante sana sana sana. Nashukuru. Sawa, lala salama. Shall
Have a
keep
good
in.
night.
Bye.
For sure. Bye.